Hey y'all, what is going on? Listen, this is not really a show. Okay? It is really I want to express myself and I wanted to get something off my chest. But look, my people, my people, and you know what I'm talking about. We need to learn a little bit more in business etiquette. Let me explain why I'm saying what I'm saying. Today, really dear friend of mine and I went to eat in Atlanta at Frost Bistro. Now, when I tell you, I have, let me just say this, I have always wanted to go take, I look at the restaurant because they look beautiful online when they showed it on Love and Hip Hop. Because everybody knows that I am a Love and Hip Hop reality show connoisseur. I look at all reality shows. Okay. If you have a good vibe, then I am the woman that will evaluate and look at it. So, a friend of mine and I, she's like a daughter of mine, we went to eat at Frost Bistro today because I had expressed to her that that is somewhere that I would love to go, you know, and look at the restaurant, taste the food, and all that. Now, me, myself, personally, I'm not a fan. Like, I don't fan out on people. I am happy for the success of my people. If they're friendly, I would love to go and get a picture with them. But I don't like to make them uncomfortable because I feel like they need their space, you know? But yeah, so let's just say that. So today we went to Frost Bistro in Atlanta. It's on Peters Street. And when I tell you, I was really shocked because, like I said, I always look at reality TV, right? And so happened the Frosts were there today. I saw Rasheeda. I saw Kurt. He kind of peeked out of the kitchen for a quick minute. I saw the daughter. She was very friendly. The son, he looked to be very the expression on his face was very friendly and chipper. And then we had the different waitresses around, and they most of them seemed pretty nice and friendly, right? So we go in, we're seated, and we eventually seated, and we decide to sit inside. Well, there were not too many people inside the restaurant. Outside, they had a few people, but inside, not so much. So I know it wasn't an oversight or anything. What I'm getting ready to say. We at our table, it was just the two of us, and I know we spent pretty good. We spent pretty good for just the two of us. At least almost $300. Almost. Maybe let's say I say at least a good 250 maybe. Nevertheless, we spent our hard earned money there. Now, we ordered our food. I had what it was, I think it was red snapper, yellow rice, and cabbage. And the person with me ordered lobster and grits, and she had waffle, the frost waffle, and we also ordered 2 rounds of the what is it? The crab fingers. They were tasty. The food was pretty good. My fish, it was okay, but it wasn't very seasoned very well. But it was okay. Fried a little hard, but it was okay nevertheless. Um, my rice could have cooked a little longer, but it was still edible. And the cabbage, it was good. Waffle, tasty because I did taste a little bit of that. And the lobster and the grits were creamy too because I tasted a little bit of that. I was eating all over the place, that. But in the midst of us waiting, because they did have a little technicality going on today, that was not their fault. The city of Atlanta, like always, there was a little issue, so it impacted the business flow today. But it wasn't their fault. But I'm sure by now they've gotten it taken care of. Nevertheless, we ordered our food. We were eating on our bites, the appetizers, and then our food came out. And when I tell you, throughout this process, like I said, it was at one point it was just the guest that was with me and myself, so it wasn't crowded at all inside. Right outside, like I said, a few people. When I say the owner, Rasheeda, I spotted her when I first went into the restaurant. She didn't make very, eye contact really. So I really didn't know if she was tired, didn't feel like being bothered. Like I said, I was not gonna be running up to her asking for pictures and all that. I just don't vibe like that. That's just not me. Cause I feel like they need their space. They forever signing autographs and people and stuff. I don't do that to people. Not that friendly and they appear friendly, which I always thought Rasheeda was friendly because on the show she kind of puts out the most level-headed, one of the level-headed cast members, and she always seemed to be have a smile most of the time. So I always kind of respected her, and I still do. I still respect her because I like her hustle. I definitely like her hustle, and I definitely like the way she dressed and all that. And I think she's gorgeous. She's pretty. I'm not taking that from her. And her family, the daughter, Kurt's daughter, her daughter, her stepdaughter, and his son, her stepson, or whatnot, however they kind of said, they had a pleasant vibe to them. So those things were good. But when I say I was really surprised that Rasheeda never stopped by our table. She never once, and at one point we were the only two people in the restaurant, so it was not an oversight. Matter of fact, she was at the table right behind us and never came around. I saw her when she was leaving out because of the direction I was facing. She walked by our table, I know at least 4 times. I did see her take a picture with somebody over there. But she never came by our table and asked us, "Is this your first time here?" I eat out a lot, honey. I eat out a lot. And I eat at a lot of high-end restaurants. I eat at the more reasonable restaurants. I eat all over wherever the food is good. I eat, okay? So you can't be judging people thinking they're not a celebrity or anybody like that, that they're dismissed or whatever it was. I don't know what the vibe was vibing today, but it was not professional. And I was truly shocked because she never one time stopped by our table, asked us, "How's the food? Are you enjoying your visit today?" I mean, I personally have a different view on her. I always respected her from what I see on TV because I do not know her. But the vibe I left with today, mm-mm. And let me tell you about that. Let me elaborate on that a little bit. We own our business. We're business owners. So my biggest thing is my husband always says that he treats his last customer like his first customer. That's how he always has done it. Those are the type of businesses that I like to patronize. My biggest thing is if someone is at your restaurant, I don't care if I spend $5. Those are my $5 I chose to bring into your business. And I could tell other people about my experience if it is a positive experience. If it is not a positive experience, you should keep that in mind because you are the face of your business. You and your family, you're celebrities. Like I said, that don't vibe and buzz me. I respect you as your hustle, as a woman, as a person, as an African American woman. But when you have a business and you look at people, they like you think that they are beneath you. You don't even thank them for visiting your restaurant. Now, our waitress did. She did thank us for visiting. Yes. But I felt Rasheeda, because she is the brand of that business, her and Kurt, she should have at least stopped by, peeked in. She walked by us many times, at least 4 to 5 times, and you not one time, and we're the only people sitting here. I did a little zoom so you can feel my vibe that she not one time approached us. That is whack. Like, why would you do that? Like, that is the difference between good customer service and bad customer service. That's the difference on if I want to come back to your restaurant, because there are a lot of restaurants we could have chosen to go and that we passed coming to your restaurant. But I wanted to kind of patronize your restaurant because you are a quote unquote sister and your brand looked nice on TV. I always respected your hustle. I remember when you were working out of your home, doing your I think it was lip gloss or something, and then you buy it into your store, and all of this stuff took off thanks to Love and Hip Hop, right? And the fans have to watch the show to keep it on the air. But this is my thing. You should never have people at your restaurant, and it's only a few. I can understand if you busy and you moving and you busting a move and you trying to maneuver and get around the table. You know what I mean? The different tables. I get that if you helping out and stuff like that, but you were not. You was just around here walking around, chatting with your servers, but you never, not one time, said hello to your customers. Us anyway, you did not. And you were sitting right behind, like directly. I could have threw a rock and probably hit you. And I think that was whack. This is the thing. As a face of a business, how can you expect your servers and your different employees to have a positive attitude and a great outlook, and want to be there if you around here not displaying that when you come in? And you don't know who I am. What type of audience or review I could have given your restaurant? You just assume I was just a person coming to patronize, and it doesn't even matter. When someone comes into your restaurant, you should be polite and appreciative. That makes a successful restaurant. That's why we have businesses that open and then they close. Because we, especially businesses like that. Like, I don't want to do a restaurant because people like it's very difficult to please people. I get it. But if you choose to get into that type of business, any business that's a service industry, then you have to be able to serve and be professional and be nice and appreciate people coming to spend their money with you. I was very thrown off and felt very dismissed when she walked by our table multiple times and did not part her lips and say, "Thank you for coming. I appreciate your service. Thank you. I hope that you enjoying the food that's in front of you." You understand what I'm saying? Nothing. That's why. So this little video is just to tell our people, when you have a business, you want to keep a business, your customers are number one. I cannot recall going into a other establishments. This is the first time I've experienced this. And it's a situation where it's like empty like that. Now I can see if the management is they're busy and they're moving around, they just don't have time to get to everyone because there's so many people. But I've never had it where I was in a restaurant and felt so dismissed like I did today. And I still think Rasheeda is cool. I still think that, you know, I don't know if I'll go back because of that particular type of experience that I was very surprised at, but I just felt like it was necessary. I wanted to see if she was going to um switch it up before we left, at least before she left, and say, "Thank you all for coming to my restaurant today. Make yourself seem nice and approachable." I'm not no stalker. I didn't care about you being a celebrity. I came to your restaurant because I wanted to try the food, and it's a brand that I've seen on TV. And I felt like I want to come out, not to be chasing you around your restaurant. But anyway, I just wanted to tell my people that we need to work on our customer service stuff. Our skills is just like that. When it comes to pay, and we always want people, we want the business and we want people to patronize their companies and tell people about it, post it on social media, but you don't do your part. People shouldn't have to spend money at your establishments in order for you to say, "Hey, I understand you ain't gonna be taking pictures all day and you can cut it off." But it wasn't anyone there. You could have stopped by and said, "Thank you for visiting my restaurant. I appreciate it. I hope you're enjoying your food." Anything. Not just walk by and halfway look and dismiss people. But anyway, because I don't, it ain't that serious. I just felt like I wanted to go live. And there was another restaurant that I loved. Their food was absolutely delicious. Milk and Honey. When I went to Milk and Honey years ago, the food was so yummy. When I went to Milk and Honey recently, it had changed. The quality was there. They didn't have the people there. They always had a wait. You know why? We were advised that when the critic came in, I can't remember the name of the critic, but it's the critic that used to play football, but now he does food critics all over. You all know who I'm talking about. He went in there, he did an evaluation on their food, their customer service. and all of that kind of stuff. And he did not give good reviews, and they lost business, which is very unfortunate because they were really a good establishment. So I hope things kind of bounce back from them. But I was told by one of the waitresses that, that their business has been hit hard after the review was done. So all I'm saying is, Frost Bistro, get it together, recognize people, say hello if you happen to be in a restaurant and you only have a few people there. I'm not saying you got to run around and be hello, 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 how you doing? I hope you enjoy your food to every single person. However, you can at least, if you only got one or two people in there, it's not going to hurt you to hit both tables or three tables. If you walking around, you sitting behind one of your customers' tables talking and you can't even come and acknowledge them. That was disrespectful and crazy. But anyway, I just want to put my 2 cent, 3 cent in. Share this video. If you not have not subscribed to my channel, please subscribe. Peace out.